Okay. Dear student of class 8, you are again welcome in the online classes of Mahatma Gandhi Government School Seva. As we have already discussed with you the two topics of the chapter number 2, the ant and the cricket. Now come to its third and fourth stanza. We would like to try to explain it with the difficult words. At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with bad and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Dear student, I would like to tell you about the rhyme scheme of this poem. Look at the bold and cold, ant and grant. Here, rhyme scheme is AABB, because the second line of this poem rhymes with the first line and fourth line of this stanza rhymes with the third. So it has a rhyme scheme AABB. This pattern is followed by the poet in this whole poem. So it is the rhyme scheme of this poem. Now we would like to tell you the ant and the cricket. As you know, ant is the symbol of hard work. It always works very hard. It never loses its heartiness. While on the other hand, the cricket is very lazy. When it has a favorable time, it wastes its time in singing all the time. It doesn't do any hard work. It does not save anything for the critical time, for the period of emergency. When the cricket lost everything, he couldn't find a piece of bread in his own home, and when he went out in search of flowers, there was not a single flower on the trees. All the trees became leafless. Now it had a great fear of dying with hunger. So it thought that something must be done to save his own life. At last, by starvation and famine made bold, when he began to feel hunger and when there was scarcity of everything at his home, this thing made him bold. He became courageous. He became bold because of the scarcity of food in his home and because of the fear of starvation. All dripping with bad and all trembling with cold, because everything was wet and everything was cold, and he began to feel trembling. Away he set off. So he set off to a miserly ant. So he went to ant to tell her about his own problem. The ant is miserly because it saved everything for the critical period. It never takes rest. It always works hard, and it saved everything for the critical period, for the time of emergency. So the cricket went to the ant to tell her about his own problems, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. The cricket thought that if ant would not help him, he would surely die. So it was necessary for him to grant some help from his friend ant. Him shelter from rain. He wanted some shelter from rain from the ant and a mouthful of grain, and he also wanted something to eat, and this grain could be given to him by her. He wished only to borrow his intention was only to borrow from the aunt. He would repay it tomorrow, and he also promised in his own heart that he would repay everything when a favorable time comes. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And he thought that if aunt did not borrow him anything, he would surely die due to starvation, due to hunger, and due to pain. Says the aunt to the cricket, I am your friend, servant and friend. When he reached the aunt said to the cricket, Dear cricket, I am your servant, I am your friend, but we aunts never borrow, we aunts never end. But it is our rule that we neither borrow anything nor lend anything. We neither borrow nor lend anything. It is our general rule. It is the rule of all aunts that we earn everything by doing work hard. We are in the habit of neither borrowing anything nor lending anything. But tell me, dear cricket, tell me, did you lay nothing? Why? Can you tell me, have you saved anything for the time of emergency? Why did you not save anything for your critical time? When the weather was warm, when the conditions were in your favor, chose the cricket, not I. The cricket said, I didn't do anything. I didn't save anything for the time of emergency, for the critical time. And next lines are these. The cricket said, my heart was so light. Cricket told her in a reply that at that time I was very happy, I was very cheerful, that I sang day and night. That was why I always sang and sang day and night, for all nature looked giving, because the nature was very gay. You sang, sir, you say. In this way, he told her about his own life. Thank you very much. This is the end of this chapter. Thank you.